Ana Navarro just went on national TV and claimed Trump will ban black performers from the Super Bowl halftime. Take a listen.
Yes.
What about you, Anna?
Okay, well, I don't do sports. I don't do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime. Because you remember last week we were talking about...
Reality check. Trump's been in the same room with more black celebrities than Ana Navarro ever will. But when the left starts losing power, they always fall back on the race card. And let's be honest, Ana doesn't care about black artists. She just cares about scaring black voters into staying on the Democratic plantation. Pathetic. But somehow it gets even worse. And you wouldn't even believe it. If you've ever needed proof that modern feminism has turned into straight up man hating, here it is. Take a listen.
So there's this clip going viral online of a dozen women being asked the following question: do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. And only one said she thought women needed a man in their lives, only one. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women, most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, and by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip like gay men. Nobody can help you accessorize like gay men. Nobody can help you keep you from doing harm to yourself like gay men. But with the exception of somebody like Steve, I think Steve is very self-sufficient.
That's Joy's husband.
But like
He
my husband, it takes a village of women to make sure that he's not emaciated, starving, and living in his own filth. He can,
Really?
Ana Navarro just declared that men are useless. Imagine if a man said the same thing about women, his career would be over. Let's be real. Anna said, and her co-workers wouldn't last a week without men. Who would build their houses? Who would fix their cars? Who would defend their right to spew this nonsense in the first place? Tell me. This isn't about equality. It's about turning women into bitter, miserable activists instead of happy, fulfilled people. But nothing compares to Anna's most dangerous meltdown yet. Are you ready for it? So let's get straight into it. Political violence is bad unless it's against Trump supporters? Take a listen.
Government had to prepare. Yeah. That's USAID. That's 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday, 5,000 FBI agents were put into some sort of investigation at DOJ for doing their job. I mean, what is happening is outrageous. What I want to know is, when are we going to hit the streets? When are we in America going to stand up and say enough is enough?
Can you imagine that? Navarro just openly called for violence against Trump supporters on national TV, and we all know what that really means. We saw what happened when Bernie Bro shot Stevie Salis. We saw what happened on January 6th. The left only cares about political violence when it benefits them. How is the View still on air? If a conservative said half of this, they will be deplatformed immediately. But Americans are waking up to this madness. And speaking of real Americans, let's check out today's Raw and Unfiltered segment. And let me know what you think.
The women on The View are some of the dumbest people I've ever seen in my life. Are you guys seeing the new BS that they're pushing today, claiming because of Kendrick Lamar's symbolism that he had in his performance for the halftime show, Donald Trump's going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime?
I do football, so I wasn't watching the game. But listen, I think today Donald Trump is going to sign an executive order banning black people from halftime.
Listen, idiot. We all know that President Trump, he's a very vocal person. He will express what he doesn't like. If he didn't like the performance, he would have said something about it. This was the post that President Trump put out on Truth Social that said the only one that had a tougher night than the Kansas City Chief was Taylor Swift. She got booed out of the stadium. MAGA is very unforgiving. Your whole bullshit narrative of turning the halftime show into some racist thing that Donald Trump is not even claiming or stating shows the delusion that you crazy ass liberals continue to live in, and the only problem he had was Taylor Swift. And we all know why he doesn't like Taylor Swift. And America's waking up to the bullshit endorsement that she did of Kamala Harris. That's probably why she got booed.
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet? I don't give a fuck about grocery prices. We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time, and we're reducing government spending at the same time. Billions of dollars we are saving after we cut off funding dumb shit. And all you guys can talk about is grocery prices. Anybody with a brain knows you can't fix the economy in a day. We all know that. Donald Trump knows that. You know that. So stop acting dumb.
Never in my life will I ever be a Democrat again. And I can't say about the rest of politics, but I'm going to say this. Just because I'm saying I'm on one side doesn't mean I'm another side. You don't know much about me, and you don't know much about politics. I'm going to say this. I will never, ever support the Democratic Party again after seeing all this misappropriation of funds. But all Democrats care about are like pushing their heads up with like DEI and they're racist. But y'all misappropriating funds. At the end of the day, no matter if you're white, black, yellow, red, black, green, blue, orange, whatever the colors you are, the rainbow. I don't care. We all pay taxes. And the fact is that you were misappropriating funds and mishandling our tax money. I care more about that than I ever care about my race, DEI, or anything like that. Y'all can call me the C word that rhymes with moon. I don't give a fuck. That is more important. My bag is more important to me, and where that shit is going is more important to me than my race. Don't give a damn. But this is DEI and they're racist and they're Yahtzees and all this stuff. I don't give a fuck. Y'all taking our money and using it for craziness and balloon popping and all this stuff and bubble wraps and $600 million on sushi and $50 million on condoms in Gaza and misappropriating funds. I am not with it. US aid, all this stuff. Y'all were paying celebrities to represent Ukraine. Like, I can't ever be a Democrat ever in my life. Oh, and the whole AP political thing. The fact that y'all were paying journalists or paying AP off, which is the Associated Press off, so they could write nasty things about a candidate. That tells me biased media in itself. Like, I can never, ever. I'm glad they are uncovering the nastiness that the Democratic Party is doing. But no, the other side is racist. I don't give a fuck. And their favorite word, anti-black. I don't give a fuck.
And there you have it. You've heard from Americans who shared their raw and unfiltered feelings about all the craziness that Ana Navarro said. You know, she's just been race baiting, she's inciting violence, and she's saying that men are useless. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Should The View finally be canceled? Or do you love watching them embarrass themselves every morning? I want to hear from you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share this episode if you're sick of the mainstream media hypocrisy. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye for now.